key maps can help me make different things happen in different windows when I push a key. To make a key map, right-click on Key Maps and select New Key Map. First, I'm going to create a key map that I'm going to use with multiple character sets. It's going to have many mapped keys in it. I'm going to call it Base. To create a mapped key, right-click and select New Mapped Key. To start with, I'll make a key that's going to make my other characters jump, all the ones but the one I'm currently playing. I'm going to set a hotkey. I just press Control Space and it fills that part in for me. Now I need to tell it what to do. I need to make one step for this key because each time I press it, I want it to do the same thing. I needed to press space on my other characters, so I right-click on Actions and select New Keystroke. This drop-down box is the target picker. It has all of the possible targets for my keystroke. I want the target list to show me the actual character names, so by using this window, I can pick the character set that is actually displayed in that target list. At the end of the target list are action target groups. Action target groups are groups of characters that might want to do the same exact thing at the same time. To create an action target group, right-click on Action Target Groups and select New Action Target Group. You can name it whatever you like. I'm going to create two groups, one for my Elemental Shaman and one for my Restoration Shaman. Once the groups are created, simply click and drag the characters into the group. Okay, back to jumping. For this case, I want to select All Without Current. And then I pick the key combination for them to press, which is simply space. Here's this mapped key in action. All but one of the characters will now jump. The next mapped key feature I'm going to show you is Send Next Click. I'm going to use it to send my next click to my healer in order to cast a spell. When I push the hotkey using Send Next Click, it's actually going to turn on mouse repeating temporarily. In this way, any mouse movement up until I click is going to be repeated in the target window. In this case, I'm going to use an action target group, the group that contains my healer. Let's see that in action. When I push the key, any mouse movement I do is going to be repeated on the Resto Shaman. You can see he began to cast. It's hard to tell, so I'll do it again. This time I'm going to switch to him in the middle. Now I want to make another key map that isn't loaded on a character set by default. I'm going to show you how to toggle this key map on or off, but first I'm going to add another type of mapped key that uses Send Next Click. This time I'm going to use it to cast an area effect spell that has a ground target. In this case, I'm going to send the click to all of my other windows. This time, I also need it to push a key in all of the windows, including the current window, to start the spell. And here it is in action. When I press the key, it turns on mouse repeater, and I can see the ground targeting on each of the windows. I click, and then it starts to cast and turns off mouse repeating. Now let's make our toggle key. It needs to be in a different key map, so I'm going to put it in Base. You'll notice that I've already dragged the character set into this key map to activate the key map on the character set. The trick here is to select New Key Map Action. I'm going to set this action to happen on all windows, and I'm going to select the optional key map to be toggled. Now let's do a round robin key. I'm going to make a new key map here for my Racial Stomp ability. The trick to round robin is simply to add more steps. Each step, a different character is going to stomp. So here it is in action. A different character is going to stomp each time I press the key. Next I'm going to show you how to do something different for each character on each step. The trick this time is simply to add more actions. Each action will tell a different character to do something. Each additional step is going to switch which character is performing which action. Here's this mapped key in action. I'm only going to show you the first step, but notice that all of the characters cast a different totem. Now I'm going to show you how to move your characters into formations. We're going to have different characters move in different directions based on which character you're currently playing. The key to doing movement is to hold the keys while the hotkey is held. We're going to do a 4-point star, which is each of the other characters is going to move in a different direction. I use ESDF for movement instead of WASD. I normally only strafe during mouse look, so I set up 1 and 3 on my numpad to strafe. We need a different key map per character in this case, so instead of dragging the character set, we're going to drag the individual characters. To create the key maps for the other characters, we're going to right-click and select Copy. This creates an identical copy of the first formations. And then all we have to do for this formation is change which character is not moving. And we follow the same process for each character. I have several other mapped keys. Most of them just push one key for me on all or a group of characters. And now you've seen how to make nearly any type of mapped key. Now all that's left to do is export our settings to Interspace. Right-click on ISBoxer and click Export All to Interspace. If it works, this box will say Exported Successfully. And when you launch Interspace the next time, you should have one click to launch all of your characters the way you want.